Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Normal here, and in this video we're going to share some of the tips and tricks you can try out on the Huawei P20 Lite. So the Huawei P20 Lite is a recently announced mid-range smartphone which sells for 19,999. So we also done a detailed review on this device, showing the pros and cons of this device. Now this device comes with the EMUI, and on top of that we have Android Oreo out of the box. So let's share some of the tips and tricks you can try out on this device. So let's get started. So first up, let's have a look at the home screen. So if you just press and hold the home screen, you can see the wallpaper, widgets, transitions and settings. So first three options are pretty much self-explanatory, and if you go to the settings, we have some interesting options. One is you can change the layout, 5x5 icon size. You can change it to 4x5 or 4x6, 5x5 or 5x6. So that's how you can arrange the icons. Then there is option to auto align icons. Whenever you uninstall an app, you can automatically realign them. Then shake to realign home screen icons. So if you enable that, if you just shake the device, it will automatically realign the icons. Then you can have badge app icons. That means set whether to show badge app icons. That means whenever we have a notification, it will show up. That's how the badge icon appears, and you can select which all apps you want to show the badge icon. So that's another useful option. Then we have this home screen loop. If you want to keep on looping between the home screens, you can just enable this option. So these are the options available in the home screen. Now let's go to the settings panel on this device. So here we have a lot of interesting options available. So let's first go to the apps and notifications. So here if you go, there is an option called App Twin. So we have already talked about App Twin in our different video on the EMUI. So App Twin is basically running multiple instances of same app. That means you can run two instances of Facebook, Messenger, WhatsApp, etc. Since Facebook and Messenger are the only apps installed right now, those are the only ones showing. But most of the social networking apps, including WhatsApp, are supported in App Twin. So you can just enable App Twin, and it will create a second instance of Facebook here, and you can use multiple Facebook here. So we'll just show you. You can see that the second Facebook, you can see a 2 indicating that this is the second instance. So that's how the App Twin works. Now going to the battery. So here we have pretty useful options, including power saving mode and ultra power saving mode. These are pretty handy if you are running on low battery. You can just enable this, and you can see that power saving mode enables the battery to around 9 hours 19 minutes, comparing to the 7 hours and 7 minutes on the regular usage. And ultra power saving mode can get you more than a day with the current battery. So that's how the battery ultra power saving mode works. Then there is also screen resolution. So this is quite useful. This is smart screen resolution is included. That means it automatically lowers the screen resolution to help save power. So if the power is low, it will automatically switch to HD plus, that's 1520 by 720, and if there is enough battery, it will automatically switch to full HD plus, that's 2280 by 1080p 19:9 aspect ratio. You can also do it manually from here. That's another useful option. Then next up, let's go to the display settings. So display settings, again there are some interesting options. So one is eye comfort mode. So we have seen this eye comfort mode on almost all devices. This helps in reducing the eye strain by providing blue light to relieve visual fatigue. This is especially useful if you are reading from the phone during night, and that reduces the strain in darker environments. So you can just enable the eye comfort mode, and you can also set the color tone, color temperature. You can have cooler tone or warmer tone for the eye comfort mode, and you can also schedule the eye comfort mode as well. So these are the options available in the display settings. Now let's go to another option called the notch. So we have seen that this device comes with a notch. So this is the notch included with this device, and this has 19:9 aspect ratio. So if you do not want the notch, you can just hit here, and you can see the default option is with notch and hide notch. That means a black shade appears either side of the notch, making the notch invisible. So that's another option if you hate the notch. So default is with notch, and if you hide the notch will be not available on the display. So that's another useful option available in the display settings. Now next up, let's go to the storage option. So storage, we have this option of showing all the storage occupied. Then there is also storage cleaner, wherein you can see what all storage you can reclaim. You can see unwanted storage, utilized by caches and other files. So you can just clean up. You can also uninstall unused apps, check for unused videos and photos. So this cleaner is quite useful in cleaning up unwanted storage. So that's the storage option. Now going to the fingerprint and the security and privacy option. So here we have a fingerprint ID, face unlock option. So we have just showed that in different video. We'll not be talking about those, but here we have some useful options called private safe. So private safe is basically creating a private area in your phone. For example, if you want your work apps to appear in a different area, you can create a private space. So what it does is using the fingerprint scanner, you can identify the private safe. For example, if I am using this finger to unlock the device in regular space, I can use this finger to go directly to the private space. So that's a useful option. So you can set two different fingerprints for different spaces, and you can enable that. So whenever you unlock the device with the main fingerprint, that unlocks the opens the regular phone. Then if you are using the secondary fingerprint, it automatically unlocks to the private space. So that's the useful option here. So this is basically having two different spaces if you want to have your work separate from your personal folders. So that's how it can be used. Then there is app lock functionality. So app lock is basically locking the apps with password. So you can see here right now I have say for example, I'll just lock Amazon shopping. So now Amazon shopping is locked. Now you can see that when I open this, it will ask for the password or a fingerprint. You can associate your fingerprint with the app lock, and once you have associated, you need to enter the fingerprint to open the app. So that's how app lock works. It's again a quite useful feature to lock your personal files like personal apps like Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, etc. Then there is file save option. So file safe is basically an encrypted area where you can store your photos, audios, videos and other files and protect them, and unless you enter a password or pin, you cannot use the you cannot access the file safe. So basically it's a protected area for your files, so you can just enable it from here. So these are the options available in the security. Then going to the smart assistants. So we have this one-handed UI. So one-handed UI we have already seen this. So mini screen we can enable it. We'll just show you. We can just swipe this side to enable one-handed mode on the right side, and if you just swipe to the left side, you can enable one-handed mode to the left side. So this is how one-handed mode works. Then you also have a motion control. So flip to mute, then pick up to reduce the ring and wake device, raise to ear to answer the calls, and 3-finger screenshot. So we'll just show you the 3-finger screenshot. So that's the 3-finger screenshot. It's quite a handy option. So these are some options in the smart assistants. Then there is also voice control. You can do a quick calling with voice assistant by tapping and pressing on the volume down key. So that's the options available. Then under the system settings, we have this option to change the system navigation. So we have two options. One is with navigational bar, and you can also do a customization of navigational bar. There are 4 options with back and multitasking button on either sides, and also you can pull down the notification toggle from this button, so that can be enabled. A navigational bar can also be enabled. Then the second option is navigational dock. That means you will not have navigational buttons, instead it will be a dock, and you can see how you can just tap on the navigational dock to go back, then release after touch and hold to go to the home screen, hold and slide to overview. So these are the gestures for this navigational dock, and once you enable, you will have more screen space by disabling the navigational buttons. Then there is also simple mode, which is basically a mode with larger icons, especially for elderly people. It is quite easy to use the device with larger icons. So it's very simple mode, and it will have a minimalistic home screen with simple layout and extra large icons. So a lot of features might be disabled in the simple mode. So these are some options in the settings. Then you also have this phone manager, wherein you can do a lot of things, including clean up mobile data. Then we have virus scanner, and again the battery settings, and also block list can be managed from here. Then there is also themes manager. We have a lot of themes included. You can download additional themes and do a bit of customization. Now going to the quick toggles, so you can just click on edit and you can rearrange the toggles. So just press and hold and you can just rearrange the toggles. That's another option. Then here we also have this option called screen recorder. So screen recorder is basically you can record the screen if you want to make a tutorial video. You can see start or stop screen recording using one of the following. Touch on the shortcuts in the shortcuts panel, press and hold the power and upper volume keys simultaneously to enable the screen recording. Then screen recording can be saved on your device, so you can just see that screen recording is now starting. So this is, you can just see screen recording now started. So that's another option with screen recording. So this is some of the tips and tricks you can try out on the Huawei P20 Lite with EMUI and Android Oreo. So this is Nirma signing off. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.